thank you so much for coming on the podcast. You've been on the podcast before with Olivia.
Yes.
And that podcast episode got scrapped because Olivia didn't like it.
Yep.
And so Olivia and I ended up doing one with just me and her. And now we're doing one today with you and I.
Yes.
Or you and me. I think it's you and me.
With just me.
Yeah.
It's not just I.
So it's you and me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, thank you so much for coming in because people are so interested in you guys, my children, and see what's going on in your life. And you have so much going. You're like living your best life right now.
Yeah.
So why don't we start out by you just giving a little 1-minute description of who you are, why you're here, what your life was like growing up, and like what led you to be doing what you're doing now, and why we're going to be talking about that.
I have to explain all of that in 1 minute.
2 minutes.
Okay. Where do I start? I was born in 2004. What else do I say?
You're the baby of the family.
I'm the baby of the family. Growing up, I was probably the crazy child. We moved here when I was 14, and I hated it at first. I wanted to move back.
Where did you grow up?
Alabama.
In Mountain Brook, Alabama.
Yeah, I miss it every day.
Do you?
No, not anymore. I used to. But, and then I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. I dropped out of high school, and that was unintentional, by the way. I did not mean to drop out of high school. Sorry.
Accidental dropout.
Yeah. I feel like most of the time for most people, it's accidental.
Yeah, because you just get like carried away with life, and you especially, immediately started with a career at a young age. And so there was really no reason to worry about it because you're making more money than you would have if you had finished all of that and gone to college and got a 4-year degree.
Yeah.
You're more successful now than if you would have done all of that.
Yeah.
So college isn't for everyone.
At all.
At all.
I don't even think high school is for everyone.
I agree.
The social aspect I loved, but not the school. And then, I didn't get a job until like 2 years after I dropped out of high school. And then now I'm just working for an influencer, Samantha.
Do you want to say her full name?
Yeah. I work for Samantha Bachman. She does like food creation on Instagram and then like lifestyle on TikTok.
So I actually met Samantha because we all use the same hairstylist, Tyler Bishop.
Yeah, everybody does.
And I was in there getting my hair done one day, and I was sitting with my color in, and then Samantha came in to get her hair done and colored. And so we were talking, but it was so funny because she was sitting in the chair facing away from me, but we started talking about personal assistants. And I was like, oh my gosh, a great personal assistant is so hard to find. She goes, I know, I just moved here from San Diego and I'm looking for one. And Tyler was like, what about Audrey? She would be amazing. And so she was like, who's Audrey? And I said, Audrey's my youngest, and she's so funny. She's so smart. She's so talented. And so she was like, well, I would love to talk to her and interview her. So I came home and told you about that, and you were all excited.
Well, I was nervous because I had just gotten Stark, my Doberman puppy that I no longer have.
Oh my God. We're going to talk about Stark in a little bit. Biggest mistake of your life.
I miss him. I was looking through my Snapchat memories the other day and I miss him.
You miss him in pictures.
Yeah, he was so cool.
Yeah. I mean, that's a fake facade of what is reality. And the reality is he shit buckets all over our yard, tore up our home, and he ended up being like this tall. And you left him with me all the time, even though you
because I got a job.
No, you were going out on the weekends and saying, Mommy, please, will you watch Stark tonight? This is when I was in a bad time of my life. So I was home alone. And I
thought you would need the company. I was doing you a favor.
No, I hated it. I would just leave him in your room and he would bark the whole time.
Yeah, no wonder the paint is all scratched off my door. Actually, we cannot put that in. That's animal abuse.
It's not animal abuse. I didn't leave him for hours, but I would leave him for like 30 minutes and he would freak out.
Yeah,
and then
because
I would have to go get
he wanted
him.
his mommy.
Yeah, which is why you should have stayed home. Well, anyway.
Where were we?
So you ended up getting the job with Samantha. She's a content creator. She's very famous. She's has does she have 1 million followers yet?
Combined, yeah.
Yeah. And she, you're right. She has 4 little boys, and she does basically like, it's kind of a combination of, trad wife slashes. I mean, not slashes.
Trad wife slashes. Like you're killing a bunch of trad wives.
It's kind of like trad wife slashing. She's a mass murderer.
Someone literally said one time online that Samantha, they had met her. Samantha did this laundry service thing, and this lady scammed her, stole all of her laundry, and then told the police that Samantha came at her with a knife.
Right. So she's a trad slasher.
She's a trad slasher.
That's her new name. Trad wife slash modern, where it's like she and her husband Jake kind of share the household duties. So it's kind of a combination of that. But she does a lot of videos of, like you said, cooking, and she'll make a ton of like if it's the 4th of July, she'll do this huge spread. Charcuterie board. She's great at those.
She's great at home decor and hosting.
Yes. And then she also shows a lot of her little boys, and like every morning before school, they do this thing where she gives them a question
of the day.
Yeah. And her little boys are so adorable.
I love them.
Yeah, she's a great mommy.
Yeah, she is.
And you know me, I'm all for the whole, wife, mommy. I think you should get married as young as you can and have as many babies as you can. And because now that I have 3 children that are grown, I wish that I had had 7 kids or 8 kids. I really, really do, because it's the most joy that I've ever experienced in my life.
I just have so much life to live.
But you can though. I that's the other thing that I've realized is that you can. You've watched me live an extraordinary life, and I'm still, so busy, and I did it all with you guys with me.
Yeah,
and
but you weren't able to party as much.
What do you mean?
Like you couldn't like go out late.
Well, I didn't have my first baby till I was 28.
Oh yeah, you were burnt out probably.
And I was, trying to get my career going, because I wanted both. I wanted you guys to travel with me, which you did. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But anyway, so Samantha, I guess, trained you and taught you how to, do all the editing.
And
yeah.
Yeah.
And how long have you been working for her now?
It'll be 2 years in February.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And you're making great money, and you love your job.
Yes.
And I love that for you.
Thank you.
And I'm so proud of you, because you get up really early every morning. And so since then you've started, making your own videos.
Yes.
And they give me so much joy. Like I literally cannot wait to see a new TikTok from you.
I thought you were going to say they give you so much anxiety.
No.
Because I cuss so much.
You do cuss a lot. But
every video, it's stop cussing, stop cussing, stop cussing.
Because I think that's funny.
I'm about to block you.
No, don't block me. Do you like my new boots? Account. Aren't these cute?
Yeah.
Free people. Somebody get me a deal with Free People.
They
That's all I wear.
They do sponsorships. I don't know why.
I don't either.
You can't get in touch with them.
Everything I wear is Free People.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Probably because they know that you'll just spend all the money anyway.
But they need to just thank me.
Yeah.
At least.
A thank you would be nice.
A thank you would be nice.
Free People.
Yeah.
Please say thank you to my mom. She's holding me hostage.
Clothes.
Yeah, and send me clothes, actually. I want
sure.
Free People movement, though.
I do love Free People movement. I mean,
That's
when I'm at home, I wear that. When I'm on stage, I wear Free People stuff. Yeah. But anyway, so your TikTok is Audrey Evans, and yours is so unique and funny, and you have millions of likes. You have, I don't know how many followers you have, but you are so popular because you're insane.
Thank you.
And I love it. But also,
a lot of people don't love it.
Well, that's because you go, and I really wish you wouldn't do that.
Don't put that in there.
Why?
They can't know. They can't know that I'm They can't know that I read it.
Well, we'll delete that. But
because they'll go even worse. They'll go even harder on.
Well, you read things that you shouldn't read.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. And
I read all my comments.
I'm always worry that, I posted something the other day and there were 2 really mean comments. And I've decided that if someone posts a mean comment on one of my posts, if they comment mean, I'm going to block them and delete it. And because I just don't need that. It's like, if you're going to say something mean to me when all I'm doing is posting and saying thank you to my audience for coming to the show. So if you're going to post something mean, you're blocked.
They're all just like, it's sad because they're all just probably alone and at home and probably drunk and they're very insecure and they have no lives and they
no followers and no posts.
And they watch you and they hate you because they don't have what you have. So they have to leave a hate comment.
And all I'm doing is saying thank you to my fans. Like all my posts are sweet. It's not like, check out like what you do.
Giving
like
hauls
you brag about your haul. I tried to do a haul the other day, but it was kind of dorky.
Why didn't you post it?
I gave it to them. They didn't post it yet.
They probably thought you were so annoying.
Yeah. Maddie on the road filmed it and then
I love her.
Put it all together. I love her. And I think she sent it to my peeps and it might be on TikTok. I don't know.
Okay, I'll go look.
It's just a haul that we did because we had a day off on the road and we went shopping.
So what was the haul?
Well, we went to and we went to Free People.
Okay.
And I
don't like
they had a few, that blue and white dress that I said, the hills are alive.
Yes.
Because I was singing in front of these mountains.
Yeah.
They had that dress, which I liked.
It's super like.
Well, they're
stuck in 2015.
Some things are, yes.
It's just
and also I feel
cute.
like they're a little overpriced.
Are you thinking of Anthropologie?
No. I'm not senile. But anyway, you have had a couple of TikToks recently that have gone incredibly viral. One I want to talk about is the tick in your head. God. Tell them that story.
All of my videos that go viral are just like the story of my life, like just like the weirdest things happening, like a tick in my head, finding a gray hair at 19.
And you got to deal with L'Oreal because of that.
Yeah.
Because you found a gray hair.
Yeah, I did.
And now cool. L'Oreal reached out to you.
I love them.
And I loved your L'Oreal commercial, by the way.
I couldn't watch it.
It's so good.
It just like, I had to post it on Reels and it just like, I've never posted on Reels and it just didn't make me feel good.
It's so cute.
Thanks.
I love it.
Thanks. But yeah. And then I had another TikTok go viral of me when I was driving the golf cart on the highway and we had to get it towed and we got pulled over.
Will you please tell the audience about that? So
yeah.
Let me just back up a little bit. You're the youngest of my 3 kids.
Yes.
But you have 4 step siblings.
Yes.
So growing up in Mountain Brook, Alabama, you are the one out of all 7 kids who has led the most charmed life and the most normal life.
I have the easiest life ever.
Absolutely. Because you were only 3 when Daddy Jay and I got married. So you grew up in an intact 2-parent home and everybody loves you. I mean, there's just something about you that everybody loves. And I will say, when you were born, the very first thing the doctors said was, oh my gosh, look at her dimples. Because you have the best dimples.
I get scared that they're going away.
No, they'll never go away.
I like want to stick a pin there and like hold it for like an hour.
I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
But I have dimples too. They're just not as big as yours. But you get them from me and Uncle Matt.
Yeah.
We both
Uncle
have
Matt
dimples.
has them.
Yeah. Anyway, okay. So right when you came out, you were born C-section, all 3 of you kids. And as soon as they lifted you up, the doctor's like, look at her dimples. So you have been smiling and laughing and entertaining people since the day you were born.
And I've wanted to be a stripper since the day I was born.
Yeah. When you were like 3 years old, I used to do the dun, 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 like the stripper song, because for some reason you were able to do that stripper dance like when you were 3.
Yep.
I don't know where you got that.
You probably taught it to me. You're probably messing with it.
You're also a great dancer, but you hate it when I say that.
Yeah.
One of these days you're going to admit.
Why would I dance for anybody?
Well, you're just a great dancer.
Thank you.
Like what me and Avery and Livy got in music, you got in music, but in the way of dance.
So I'm not a good singer.
You're a great singer, but you just don't like singing.
Yeah.
but you got like all the little things that I can do with my voice, you can do with your body in dancing. It's like if you wanted to, you could be a professional dancer.
Yeah, but that's so not it.
I guess it's not it for you.
Yeah, I just don't want to do that.
Anyway, so your whole life you've literally been my baby. Like you've always been in KK's baby and Uncle Matt's baby and Daddy Jay's baby. Like you've always
everyone loves me.
Yeah, because you're so happy all the time.
Yeah.
You were kind of mean to me the other night for Sunday dinner.
Well, because what did you do that annoyed me? You were telling me to calm down,
because
and you
every
did
time
this like 100 times in my face, and I was like, "Finally, stop!"
I did it like 3 times.
No, it
and
was
I was
5 times.
Funny, but because every time you get to the house for Sunday dinner, if you're there before everyone else, you want to start eating. And I want it to be like, everyone sit down at the table and let's pray and let's have dinner together.
Well, because we just hang around the kitchen and there's nowhere to sit and it's just not fun for me. So I'm like,
well,
can
Livy
you
and
just dish
Blake
up?
weren't there yet.
Well, why do we have to wait for them?
Because it's polite.
Well, we can get our stuff and go sit and wait to eat.
Yeah, and then you'll be all done eating. So all I said was, calm down, calm down.
5 times
was
in
only
my
3
face.
times.
That would annoy you so much if I did that to you.
Audrey. Anyway, for the most part, I've always loved you and thought that you were super funny.
Thanks.
And happy and smiley. And you never meet a stranger. You're always in a good mood. You like every setting that you go to, you run it. You're like in charge, large and in charge.
Okay,
and so
take out the large.
Not large, but you know, you're in charge.
Yeah.
And also you're living this life that, so a lot of people do content where it's fake.
Yes.
Yours is real.
Yeah.
You are truly going to get a mud water every morning.
Yeah.
You're getting up early. You're going to work out.
Yeah.
You have the cutest clothes. Although I do want to talk to you about those socks.
What?
Well, I just don't think you need socks. I almost want you to try that without socks.
Well, ankle socks are in again. I don't really want to show.
I don't know.
I'll take them off.
I think you should just try one without socks and one with, and then
Should we go the whole pod like that?
Yeah, we can let the fans decide.
Okay.
Which is better. Maybe it's
so
because
fuzzy.
of my generation. Aren't these boots so cute though? I've already asked you about them.
You've asked me that 4 times today.
I'm sorry, but they are making me sweaty.
The dementia's kicking in.
The what?
Dementia.
The dementia's kicking in.
This is hard.
Okay, I think I like it with, I don't know. What do you
This
guys
looks
think? With
like
or
I'm
without the
wearing
sock?
bowling shoes. This is so ugly, Mom.
You're right. I think the sock is better. Just because of the style right now.
What is the style?
With the little sock.
Yeah, see?
Yeah. Okay, so
Why does it have to be little?
that's what I love about your TikToks, because you, and I feel like you and I are so much alike that I have a good handle on what to show my fans of me.
Yeah.
And
Just like have your boobs out all the time and stuff.
no, I don't have my boobs out, but
Well, I cater to a woman audience.
yes.
I don't cater to men.
That's not true. Oh my God. You are gorgeous.
Well, no. I know. I know. But
Social clip right there.
but no, I feel like my TikTok is so girly. Like it's all like
No, your
Seeing my
TikTok
friends.
is so sexy. I mean, like,
I'm not like posting thirst traps though. Like
no, it's
I'm not
that.
like Livy Dunn.
No, you have like on a cute little dress or a cute little skirt, but you're just gorgeous. I mean, you really are just gorgeous. I don't say that till I give you a big head, but you're really just
I
stunningly
do have a big
beautiful.
head anyway.
And the reason you are is because you look so much like me. You look the
Right.
most like me of any of the kids.
Yeah, I agree.
And, but that's what I love about your content is that you really are living in this cute little apartment downtown Nashville.
Yep.
You're so independent.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where a lot of people would be scared to even drive downtown Nashville.
Yeah.
You know, I come from such a small town way out in the country, and I can't even fathom doing all the stuff that you've done since you were 16, driving around Nashville.
Yeah. I mean, I can't drive because of Nashville, but
Why? What do you say that?
I'm a terrible driver. I'm about to confess something. I don't know if this is illegal or not.
Did you get a ticket?
No, I have hit Not hard. Like it's a love tap.
A gentle love tap.
Yeah. I'll be like scooching out.
We're going to have to bleep what you've hit. I've hit 4 bleep.
But one time, okay, well, I say 4, like it was 4 separate occasions. One time it was just,
Okay.
so I like tapped them all.
That's not bad. Just 3.
And they didn't yell. They laughed at me. Like they were like, haha, that hurt really bad. Anyway.
Speaking from someone who's been hit by a car.
Right? I think I'm cursed with being the driver.
The hitter.
And then another time I was driving my friend to a date and I like didn't see and I was like turning and I was looking this way because I thought there was a car coming and I just went and a guy just walked across the street. There was no crosswalk. So that's
that
on
you
him.
know of.
But I hit him and he slammed my car and he goes, bitch. And I was like,
Oh my God. Now I want to kill him.
well, he was anyway.
Yeah, but still, that was mean. Well, you did hit him. But
Yeah, I did hit him.
yeah. Yeah. I see
Sorry.
both sides.
Yeah, I do too.
But no, and you live in this cute apartment. You have the best style. Like, I love your style.
Thank you.
And when you do the hauls and all that, and I've like tried to mimic your style in my own way a lot. Like, and I always ask you to get me what you get, and you never do. I'm like, will you please just get me a version of that so I can wear it on stage?
Yeah. Well, what do you want?
I just like the little like, well, you know, I love to wear sweats.
Yeah.
At home, I love to wear sweats and
These
like
are Aritzia.
those are so cute. I just need to start shopping at Aritzia.
Yeah. Aritzia is the best place to shop.
Yeah.
But like everybody shops there. So everybody has the same stuff. But like they're all like basics.
Right.
So you can like wear them with anything.
Is Aritzia no, that's Joe. Who's the one that has like all the same size?
That's Brandy Melville.
That's like a phenomenon.
I know.
Why do they fit Livy and me?
They've gotten away with it though.
It's really weird.
Because they're not inclusive, but it does fit everybody pretty much.
Yeah. Well, you know, if Olivia were here, we couldn't talk about this, but
What?
about weight and all that. But I've recently lost 27 pounds, and that's
To the dot.
to the dot. That is because I've gone through menopause and I'm back to my normal body.
Yeah.
Where my body's not all weird.
Yeah.
You know?
And you're so much nicer now that you're not going through menopause.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, and also other things in my life have changed to make me happy. But yeah, I'm happy. I would say I'm the happiest now that I've ever been in my life, except for like when each of you were born. That's the happiest day.
Yeah.
When you bring
I
a baby
probably
home.
am too, the happiest.
When are you going to get married and have children?
Not anytime soon. Sorry.
But you are the happiest you've ever been?
Yeah, for sure.
That makes me so happy.
Thank you so much. I'm happy you're happy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can you tell?
Yeah.
I'm happy?
Yeah. You used to be like so like
Not used to be, only for a time period.
only for like a year.
Yeah, thank you.
You were like
make that clear.
for a year. You were
I was separated. I was depressed.
yes, but you like I would come downstairs and say hi and you would just be like, "Hey."
What was
Like
so
so
sad?
dramatic and I'll be like, "I'm just
Well, it was either I was sad or I was pissed at Stark, your
Yeah.
Doberman. So it could have been
miss
that.
him.
No, never. You're never. No.
So speaking of you losing 27 pounds, I'm also going to mention a time that I accidentally gained 50 pounds. One night I smoked weed and I had a terrible, terrible, terrible experience. It was the worst night of my life. So I woke up the next morning and I was like, whatever, I'll be fine. And like, I like tripped again. Like it all kept happening. That happened for like 2 months probably. And so I finally just came to mom and I was like, I need to see a doctor or something. Like, this is terrible.
It wouldn't go away.
Yeah, I just wouldn't stop panicking. So I went and saw a doctor and she prescribed me a medicine. It was like an antipsychotic. It was for like panic disorder. And I was like, cool. She said to me, I'm going to warn you though, this has been known to make everybody gain a ton of weight, like a lot of weight. And I'm like, oh, I'm fine. I've never gained weight a day in my life. I'll be fine. So I'm taking this medicine for like a year. And all of a sudden, I just start noticing like clothes are getting tighter. Like I don't like how I look in pictures. And I'm like, why have I gained weight? So
Yeah.
I go
and
to
for a while, you blame the phone. I always do. Like freaking iPhones.
No,
They take
that's
the word.
just you.
Oh, okay.
I never did that.
I always blame the iPhone.
I think you're the only person that blames the iPhone.
Yeah, or my producers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I go to the gynecologist because we had just a checkup. I stepped on that fucking scale and I was like, oh my God, I'm a whale. So I looked at her and I was like, this is not normal. I was like, there has to be something wrong. She was like, take off your sweatshirt because it could be messing with like the weight. So I didn't have anything underneath the sweatshirt. So I just took my sweatshirt off. And so
you're always weighed in like the hallway.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
In the
You're
hallway.
probably like,
yeah. So like my boobs are out. So then the doctor's like turning around, like writing on paper and like turns back to me and she goes, oh, and I was naked. And I go, what? Like, and she was like, I didn't know you didn't have anything underneath. And I was like, oh, sorry. So I stepped back on the scale. It lost like 0.5.
Yeah. Hey, let me take off my rings.
Yeah. I was like, I'll put up my hair. So I like left that appointment and I just looked at Olivia and I was like, I'm going to kill myself. Like there's something terribly wrong. So I like called the doctor who prescribed me that medicine. I was like, can I get off this medicine today? Like, and she was like, yeah, you can probably wean off. And I was like, no, so I cold turkeyed it, just got off of it. My mental health is fine, I think.
Yeah.
And, yeah. And then in a month, it all just shed off me and then took a toll on my girls.
Yeah, it shed off you and then some. I mean, you were so thin.
Yeah, then I got way too
I think
skinny.
they do with that medication. So you're having anxiety and depression, not you, but anybody. And I think what they do is give you medicine that makes you fat. And then you get really depressed. You get off the medicine, you lose the weight, you're happy again. And they're like, see, it worked.
Yeah, they're like, you're cured.
Yeah.
And you never need it again.
And you never need it again.
Probably. Yeah. But yeah, and then I got way too skinny and it was like skin and bones. And I was like, ooh, I don't like this.
Yeah.
So then I like tried to like gain weight back and it just took a while. But it took a toll on my boobs. So I got my boobs done. And
yeah. But you like your boobs now, right?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. Clearly, I wear every shirt to show them.
Yeah. There was one recent TikTok where you're like, I'm going to clean my apartment. And it was like the phone was up like straight down in your boobs.
Where?
When you did the big apartment clean, like a couple days ago.
I do those like every week.
No, it was a big recent one, but I just think it's funny because you're proud of them. You should show them. You're proud of them.
I know.
And I paid for them.
Yeah. So. You paid good money for these.
That's right.
But I hate plastic surgeons. You know who you are.
Yeah.
Can I expose her, please?
Not by name, but yeah, you can expose her.
I had a doctor who I went in for a consult for a surgery and she was so rude to me up until after the surgery. She never met mom. And once she found out who mom was, she was so nice and started to actually care about my boobs and everything about me.
Yeah.
But that was after she found out who you were.
Well, I went with you to the last consultation. I went with you to the consultation, remember? And I was like, this is what she wants. And she kept saying, well, it's not going to be that.
Yeah.
And then we went back afterwards and she knew who I was and she was a lot nicer.
And that was after she did them.
Yeah.
So it just wasn't.
I think they look great, but I just think
they're not perfect.
It is true though, with any plastic surgery, it takes, I would say, a full year for it to settle, even out, and be the way it's going to be.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I had the distinct honor and pleasure of caring for you after the plastic surgery. Oh my God.
I wasn't that bad.
You were like, I love you. There's nothing you could do or say to get me to not love you, except I wanted to run away and cry.
I wasn't that bad. Mom overdosed me on pain meds and it made my heart beat out of my chest.
I didn't overdose you. It was time. So I took one and then I gave you one.
Well, that's where they all
And
went.
then you panicked and I couldn't even enjoy mine.
Yeah, well, I literally, Mom gave me too many pain meds and I started panicking while I was watching the TV. And my heart's beating out of my chest and I was like, I don't feel good. And Mom was like, what? And I was like, I just feel like I'm panicking, like something's wrong. And I was like, you gave me too many pain meds. And of course
I didn't.
I held her in like a chokehold basically.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I need to go outside. I need fresh air. So I go outside and I walked in the grass for like 20 minutes with like my boob wrap on and everything.
Yeah. Well, I think I suggested that. I said, why don't you get barefoot? We'll go out in the grass and you can get grounded.
Yeah.
And calm down. But,
Sorry.
I do want you to mention me more in your TikToks.
Well, I was going to ask if we could get a picture today so that I can post it on my Instagram.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
My favorite TikTok you've ever done is the old song with the horses.
I know.
You just put that on Instagram today.
Yeah, I made it a reel too. I'm starting
love
to do
that.
reels.
So when you post Instagram, can I share that on my story?
Yeah.
But just not the TikToks?
Yeah.
Okay. I've got it now. Because I always want to share everything that you guys post.
I know. But I don't need you.
But I'm just proud of you, though.
I know. Thank you.
But you are really, really, really great at them. I mean, like, they are so entertaining. And I'm so thankful to God that you got the job with Samantha.
Same every day.
And I can't wait to see how your content, like grows and changes and like
Thank you.
what would you say the theme of your page is?
Probably just like lifestyle, like
Get Ready With Me.
Yeah.
But your Get Ready With Me's are so fun.
Yeah. Well, you probably just think they're so fun because I'm your daughter.
Yeah.
But
and
to
I
everybody
know
else,
you.
they're probably just like normal.
What else should we talk about, Audrey?
I don't know. There's not much to
Oh, that's what I was going to say. You having the most normal life is, so you were raised in Mountain Brook, Alabama. You were 3 years old when Daddy J and I got married. So you are the one who has had the most like structured, normal, happy life. You were, I don't know, I would say, and then when all 7 kids were together, you were the baby of 7.
Yeah, that was so fun.
And you were so cute and funny, and you just always make everybody die laughing. And my favorite thing about you is how you never meet a stranger.
Thank you.
Ever. And like
Sometimes I can be shy.
Yeah, but you're so authentic.
Thank you.
You're never afraid to truly be yourself. And that's what I love so much about you.
Well, I got that from you, obviously.
Yeah, I feel like we're very similar in that. Like you have my personality.
Yeah.
We always say this. Avery has my brain, Livy has my heart. But that's changed
Olivia,
a little bit
not
with Olivia.
so much anymore.
My heart's better than Olivia.
Well, she just like, I feel like her heart just keeps like the Grinch. Like just smaller and smaller and smaller, and then suddenly gonna be black.
Would you say that Olivia is your best friend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Like I talk so much shit about Olivia, but I love her.
Oh, of course. I mean, we are such a close family.
Yeah.
And Olivia has,
she's my favorite topic.
she is my favorite topic too, because
Especially right now.
she's the middle child.
Yeah.
Well, I guess she would be Kim Kardashian. Isn't she the middle?
I'm Kim. I'd say Avery's Kim. Mm-hmm. I'm Chloe. Olivia's Courtney.
Totally.
Or I guess I'm Kylie because Kylie's really funny.
Yeah, Kylie's funny and crazy.
And you're Chris.
I'm not.
And Daddy J's Corey. And Blake is Scott Disick.
True. True. So true.
It's all the same.
The bottom line is we're not the Kardashians. But Olivia is funny because she's engaged to be married.
Yes.
And I think that every girl who gets engaged, they kind of go inward and become a little bit self-centered.
Yeah.
And so we're dealing with it. We love Olivia unconditionally. And like I said,
and people think we're mean, but we're not.
we're not. We're like, sometimes we'll see Blake like protecting her and giving her a bird
now
bath.
we actually seem mean because now they know that we're mean to her.
No, we just tease each other.
Yeah.
That's the thing. But I think the thing that's so great about our family is we really don't have boundaries. We're like all in each other's business.
Yeah.
And like,
there are no boundaries.
if something happens with me and Olivia, I'm instantly on the phone with you.
Yeah.
But we're not smack talking anybody. We're just trying to figure it out.
Yeah. Like just like psychoanalyzing everything.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
What was your favorite thing about growing up with a famous mom?
People loved me, obviously.
Getting attention.
My God, the first day of kindergarten, all the moms would like point at me and be like, "You go sit with her, go sit with her." And I was like, "Yeah, come over here." And I ended up being cool, so like it worked out. Like everybody actually liked me.
Yes. But that's because of you, not because of me.
Yeah, but you just like you walked so I could run.
Yes.
You know?
That's very sweet.
Yeah, that's like a brain rot phrase.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, and also I taught you to be silly.
Yeah.
When you were on the road, you know, and Uncle Matt and Aunt KK like taught you to be so silly. Daddy J spoiled you rotten.
He did.
Because he just thinks that you are the cat's meow. Like everything you say, he thinks is hilarious because you're so funny. Like you could be a comedian.
Yeah, that's the goal. Actually, no, it's not. I would never be a stand-up comedian.
But you are rather critical of some of the choices I make.
Like what?
Like you want me to, like I like older homes that are like cozy and more because I grew up on a farm, and you want me to live like in a mansion type
Because
home.
like you're Sarah Evans.
Well, I know, but we're waiting to find the perfect one.
We've been waiting for so long.
I know, but here's the thing. It has to be perfect. We have to find the perfect one in the perfect location, or why even do it?
Just give me 20 minutes on Zillow and I'll find you your perfect home.
We'll do it.
Okay.
Okay, and what is your favorite thing about your life right now? You have a new boyfriend. And I love that you're kind of keeping him secret. Like you'll put him in your TikToks, but you blur his face.
Yeah, and I never say his name.
And it's not because he's not gorgeous, because he's gorgeous. But
Bradley Cooper.
he's cuter than Bradley Cooper.
I think Bradley. Yes, you are cuter than Bradley.
She almost screwed up so bad.
Yeah.
But I love that. I love him because he makes you so happy. And I want you guys to get married. I really do.
We've been dating for 2 months. So
Hello, David. Next month, it'll be 3 months.
I love Schitt's Creek.
I love Schitt's Creek. It's the best.
Yeah.
How would you describe our family?
Like Schitt's Creek.
Like Schitt's Creek.
Yeah.
Except
we're like, I would say our family is, yeah, like no boundaries, but we love each other so much. We're all best friends. It feels like, oh, people were like giving you shit. Like I read this somewhere on a forbidden app, but, I read this about you, and it was basically that they were saying when y'all used to do Closet Chaos, and then like with y'all's podcast episode, it seems like Olivia has to take care of you or like do that. But when reading that, I was like, I get like seeing that from an outside perspective. That's probably weird.
Yeah.
But like, we're so close and we're like best friends and sisters.
Yeah.
Why are children not allowed to take care of their parents ever?
Yeah.
When their parents are down, or
and
their parents
that's not me asking for that. That's Olivia's personality.
That is her personality.
Yeah, because I want to take care of y'all, but she kind of has that because
Olivia's like, y'all.
I know we love you. She knows we love her so much. But she's the middle child. And I think also there's a thing about the oldest born daughter, which I am in my family. Mm-hmm. The oldest born daughter has an instinct to mother the other siblings, even mother the parents.
Yeah.
It's kind of innate in them. I almost said inbred. That was the wrong word.
It's almost incest.
It's almost incest. But yeah, I've always felt like I'm you and Olivia and Avery's sibling more so than your mom.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that's just because
Olivia has disciplined me more than you have.
Right.
Like she gets on to me a lot.
Yes.
And when she gets on to me, it's scary.
Yeah.
When you get on to me, I'm able to like talk my way out of it.
Well, I just try to talk to you with respect and not, I mean, we've had our moments definitely when you were like 9th grade, 10th grade.
Mom and I used to physically fight.
Yeah. Until I got afraid that you were actually going to hurt me.
I got strong enough.
You're so strong. People do not realize how strong you are. Like your legs, her whole way of fighting is by kicking.
Yeah.
And if your leg ever caught like me in the leg or the hip, I would be down for a month.
Mom would have like bruises from me.
Really?
Remember that one last fight that we had about Stark and we slapped each other?
Yes.
Or no, I pushed you and then you slapped me and I slapped you back.
Not in the face.
No.
On the arm.
Yeah.
Well, that's the only thing we've ever fought about really is your dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We normally don't fight.
We normally don't fight. I just love you. I just honestly, every time you come over, I'm just so excited because you're always in a good mood. Even when you're kind of a brat.
Yeah.
and you're ornery. You and Avery have this thing where you're so ornery together and annoying. Oh my gosh.
But you had to get on the train because it's so funny if you know what it is.
I try, but sometimes, and then Avery is my protector.
Yeah.
You know, like if Avery feels like if anybody's like bullying me or hurting my feelings, he's real keen to that.
Yeah, but then he bullies you.
Yeah. But then he apologizes like 100 times later that night. And today we have a family group text that your boyfriend's not on yet, which I think he should join soon.
But we'd have to change the group chat name.
I know, but still, I think he should join soon because I'm all in for him. I don't know if you want to say his name.
Mom, do you want to marry him?
No, but I want grandchildren.
I'm 19.
I know, but it takes a while. You're going to have to date for a few years and then get married.
Perfect.
And then kids. So
perfect.
The years are going tick, tick, tick. And I want grandkids.
Let me make this.
You are.
Well, I know, but.
You are.
But.
You've already got a L'Oreal deal and now Spanx deal.
Spanx.
What did you say?
Mom, it's Skims.
Oh, yeah, Skims.
Oh, my God. That is awful. Like, Spanx would be great to work with, but like, I wouldn't be coming to you being like, oh, Spanx reached out.
Why? They're a huge company.
Well, I know, but like Skims is Kim Kardashian.
I love you.
I'm wearing it right now.
Is there anything else you want to talk about? This hour just flew by.
I know it did. It always flies by when you're having a good time.
I know. Is there anything you need from me?
Money.
Always. I always give you money. But is there anything that you have always wanted to tell me that you've never told me?
One time I snuck out when I was 14 and I drove Olivia's car. That was a good gulp. Seriously.
Thank you.
How did you do that?
Well, I think we'll just leave it at that. And somebody get my belt. She's getting a spanking. It was the wooden spoon for you.
Oh my God.
All I had to do was pick up the wooden spoon and she would run. But Audrey and I think are exceptionally close because because you were my last child.
Anytime Mom describes me, she goes like this.
Always. I always.
Like,
You're
I'm like a minion.
I remember you as the fat little tubba baby and little toddler.
Fatty Wampus was my
But you
nickname.
were so attached to me.
Yeah.
And you can see like in our wedding pictures, like every wedding picture, I'm holding you in my Vera Wang gown, but you would not let me put you down because you were so attached to me.
What was I wearing?
You guys all wore those little white dresses with black eyelet trim.
Who was I wearing?
Oh, it's probably like Amazon.
Target.
Because I knew y'all would get them dirty.
Oh, yeah.
But you've always been my baby. Like, you know, when you were little, I would say, you're my baby. And you would say, you're my Nana. And so we've always had that special bond. But now I'm so enjoying watching you become a woman. And like, you're like a career woman. Like, you're really, really doing it out in the real world. And
Yeah.
I feel like I'm proud because I gave you that confidence.
Yeah, Mom made me so delusional because she made me so confident. My whole life. Like, told me I was the best at everything, the funniest, the prettiest, no matter what.
Yeah.
And so I was the idiot and I believed you.
But you are.
But it helped me so much because I still believe all that to this day. I'm like, oh yeah. It doesn't matter because...
Yeah, everyone
necklace.
who meets you loves you. And so I just want to say to you, never change.
Thank you.
Always be yourself. And if you lead with your heart first in kindness and love towards others, then your sense of humor and the way that you are, is undeniable because at the inside of it all, you're a tremendous person. And I just love you so much.
That was a beautiful speech.
Thank you.
I love you too.
Thank you.
All right back at you, champ.
Thanks. Thanks for being on the podcast. I love you.
I wish I could reach you, but I really can't.
I love you. You can vape now.
Oh, thank God I can hit my vape.